Too.
Yeah. What is up, guys? This is Aries from Aries Game Productions, and I got my boy Mondo from Modification
I'm
Gaming.
so sorry. Were you streaming? My bad.
Yeah,
My
I,
bad.
I literally, I literally just started though. It's fine. All right. So there is two rules I'm going by for this speed run. The first rule is that it's not going to be a all the way through speed run. I'm going to probably stop the stream because I got to take the dog on a little walk. And then, after we take the dog on the walk, we're going to go back to it and complete it. I'm going to stop the clock, and then as soon as I get back and load the game up, the clock will go. So that is the first rule. The second rule is that we're going to be doing a beginner run, so it shouldn't take that long. We are not doing normal or critical mode right now, because number one, critical mode was not made for this damn game. It absolutely was not. You will get trash, and I have not seen enough speedruns on critical mode to know what I'm doing in that mode, but I have seen some beginner runs, so that's where we're going off of. Fun fact for everybody who has the HD stuff, the theater is actually now a downloadable content thing, so you can actually watch all of the Cage stuff after you beat it as a movie, which is really nice. Yeah, that's gonna be it. We're gonna jump right into it, and we're going in 3, 2, 1. Actually, well, let's see. Do we want that camera auto? Yeah, let's have the cameras auto, and we're gonna turn the vibration on because why not? And let's go ahead and start the clock. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
And here we go.
Now, the only bad thing about the speedrun for this game is I don't believe we can actually skip the first part of this video. No, we actually have to watch the intro, which is different from Kingdom Hearts 2. It's extremely different. In Kingdom Hearts 2, we can just kind of skip it, but in Kingdom Hearts, you actually do have to watch the intro before you get started. With if you play it, if you've already beat the game and you start a new save file, which we won't need to do for this, we'll just have to do this. Haley Joe Osment as like an 8-year-old doing this too.
Like, is any of this for real or not?
But we do get to listen to the revamped version of the yeah, this is the Cage 1 intro revamped version for the HD remix, so it's gonna be real nice.
So Paragon is returning to PC and PS4.
Is it really?
It's called Core, I believe. It's Paragon parentheses Core. And sorry, before we started the stream, me and Aries were talking about one of our favorite games we ever played together.
Yes, that we streamed
Paragon
all the time. Yeah,
all the time. That was one of the very first major streams we ever did that we both really enjoyed. And
yeah,
man, it kills me because that game was so much fun. If you never played it, you would be addicted. That's how good it is.
Yeah, that's probably the first game that I actually got a lot of good views besides my Warframe videos that we used to do.
Man, I'm saying different things, so I'm kind of confused, but yeah, sorry about that.
It's amazing also how well this intro has aged. Very, very well aged intro.
When you walk away, you don't hear me say. I don't even care. This music was absolute fire back in the day. Still is fire.
Yeah, this is... Anybody who has a problem with the Kingdom Hearts soundtrack they can come find me.
Touch his hands.
they know. They already know.
Leave your address in the comment.
Yeah. I actually forgot what I... Oh yeah, we have to go through the Beginning part. Now, what a lot of people don't realize about the speed run for this game is actually the beginning part is actually one of the most important parts of the speed run. And this is where we're choosing essentially how our build is going to be throughout the entire run. Now, you would think since since we're trying to do it as quick as we can, we want as much damage as we possibly can. That's not actually the case here. We want to get as much magic as we possibly can during this run. So that means whenever we choose what type of build we're going to do, we want to choose the magic type. And then, so right here, you have the choice between the sword and the shield and magic. We're going to choose the staff because the staff's going to give us this this magic boost that we have, and we really want that first. So this is going to give us some extra cure power and whatnot. But what we're also going to do is pretty much we're not going to use the shield. We're going to use we're going to give up the sword, because this is going to try to give us a lot of offensive abilities that we really don't need, actually, because since beginner mode pretty much gives you a bunch of items and abilities that make you really broken at the very beginning of the game, you essentially really don't need your damage, because your damage output's going to be so big anyway. It's just kind of meaningless to get the sword right off the bat. Because, like I said, we're going to have some items in the very beginning that we're just going to equip to Sora, and only Sora. Donald and Goofy pretty much don't matter a whole lot for the rest of, for this run. They do in the beginning. They're actually very useful in the very beginning of the game. But they will not be very useful probably towards pretty much the end game. They're pretty much just kind of there. But now we're going to try to get this. Goodness, yeah, try to do them like that. Yeah, there we go. And this is where the game is pretty much just teaching you about orbs, and you get experience. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Oh my goodness. But yeah, this is I can't believe you put that. That's actually hilarious. This is where it's teaching you about targeting. And we're going to keep going. Okay. There we go.
Gotta say, isn't targeting a foul in real life? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, we're going to, I'm going to try not to skip as many of these skip scenes as I possibly can. There we go. And for some reason that takes a long time for it to come up. And this is where it's teaching you basically just the examining portion of the game. And it's also teaching you how to lift up items and stuff and open chests and everything. We're not going to be opening too much chests in this run. We are going to get a elixir at the very beginning of Traverse Town that we're going to be using. Later on, we're going to be saving that. So boom, right there, we get our first item. And we have... boom. And it's just going to basically teach you how to do that. But now, we get to... go into the other parts of the kind of thing. Now this part is very important. This is how we're going to choose on how to level up in this game. Now a lot of people don't think, once again, that this stuff matters, but since we're trying to do this as quickly as we possibly can, the first option is what you want to choose, because that's going to get you leveled up very fast. You're going to basically, around level 30, it's going to be very difficult for you to start leveling up. But by that time, level 30 will probably be closer toward the end of the game, and we really don't need to worry about leveling up very much, because our strength will probably cap out at this build probably around, I'd say, 40 or 45, which that's probably what level we're probably going to end the game at. And so yeah, so the day you open the doors, both very often very near. So we basically chose the option that's going to get us the level up as quickly as we possibly can.
I have a
And,
question. When
yes.
those people ask you, like, you know, what are you afraid of, and all those questions, do those questions actually matter? What you answer?
Yes, they do. That's how we're gonna level up for most of the run.
Okay, sorry, my
Yeah.
bad.
No. So, what a lot of people don't realize is that when you do choose those options, it's actually going to determine like how fast we're gonna get our level ups and stuff. So, like by the end of Traverse Town, we'll probably be at least like level 7 or level 8. But like I said, the items that we actually have that we're going to equip to us is going to be pretty important as well. And we're going to do that pretty much right after this takes place. So this is basically just teaching you how to save the game, because after this, essentially we're trying to go off of how we're going to get past Traverse Town as quickly as we possibly can anyway. So, okay. Now we're going to do the menu. This is where we have all of our items. These power-ups right here, all strength upgrades, and you only get them for the beginner run. So we're equipping all these as much as we can. We have defense ups, which are basically just God mode in very early game. You pretty much have to want to die to get killed to this. And we're going to use these AP ups there as well. Unfortunately, we do not have dodge roll right now, which is going to be like our main mode of transportation. So that kind of sucks a little bit, but it really won't matter. We just have to beat this boss real quick first. It's the first boss of the game. So what we're going to do, we're going to try to climb on top of his hand right there, and basically just wail on him a little bit. And
You know, I gotta say, I've played a lot of video games through my tenure, through my years. And when I first picked up Kingdom Hearts 1 and I saw this first boss, I was so dumbfounded. Like, this is like, I don't know, when I think about PS2 games, this right here, of how well it looks and how awesome it looks, I don't know, just, it kind of blows me away.
oh yeah, yeah, I mean, just that boss alone, that's the quote-unquote first boss that you fight. I think the real first boss is actually when Destiny Island is just getting blown up. And, you know, but
It
that's...
just feels like they raised the bar with everything with this game. Like, it was just
Yeah.
so different. It came out of left field when they did, you know, when they were making it.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. Okay, so we are on day 1 of Destiny Island, which is basically just us going around, getting these items that we need to build the raft that Riku and Kairi are building. And there we go. That's some tech that I learned watching some speedrunners. You actually don't have to climb the ladder right there at all. This one you kind of do. And we're going to do that. Alright. And we're going to grab the rope right here. And actually, I don't know if people know this, you can actually fight Tidus, Waka, and Yuffie right there. You can actually do like a mini little fight with them, like a mini boss fight. Riku can also do that with him too. But yeah, that's one of the little tidbits of this game that they don't actually tell you until you actually go over here and speak to Riku, and he'll challenge you. But we are not going to do that because they give you like 3 or 7 experience. We don't need experience right now. We already have pretty much most of what we need to gain experience on the way to the final valley or whatever it is. Kairi's going to give us a high potion. We're going to call it a day. And that's how you do that pretty fast. So most of you probably wandered around Destiny Island on day 1 and 2, just aimlessly wandering around. The only bad part about the beginning of Kingdom Hearts is that there are a lot of cutscenes, which make it probably not the best for speedrunning, but hopefully, hopefully we can get these out of the way here real quick. What I usually like to do is, a lot of people remember there's a scene that happens here in the secret place. It's actually with Ansem, quote unquote Ansem. He actually appears right here when you go into the cave and get one of the mushrooms that you need to start the raft. We're not going to watch him because we'll see him later on in the game, and he'll be a very interesting boss. And by interesting, I mean super difficult. Even on beginner run. Yeah. Do you seek the Kool-Aid? Yeah.
I have a Game Shark for my PlayStation 2, and I remember getting this game off of Amazon, and I got to the very end, very proud of myself that I made it, and it just got so hard out of nowhere. The game's hard in general. Like, the Tarzan world is ridiculous for me. It was the last boss fight.
There's actually a way you can cheese the Tarzan world, and I will show that pretty early on this run.
Oh, I'm excited, because literally I had nightmares. I still have PTSD from it.
Yeah, this is it's actually not as bad because the mini game that you can do to slide down the trees, you actually don't have to do that mini game at all. You can just you can literally just skip it to get to wherever you need to go.
Ooh, even the Little Mermaid. When you have, I didn't even know you can jump into the cave right there. That's cool.
Yep.
The Little Mermaid.
You actually don't even have to do the. We will not be doing Atlantica. We can actually skip that world entirely.
Yeah, and thank God, because like it's so stupid. Because like there's all these tunnels that you go through, and it takes you. You get so lost.
Yep, it is really dumb. Oops, we missed the mushroom, which is right over here. So what you need is 3 mushrooms, 3 fish, and a stupid race with Riku. Actually missed that right there, whoops. But yeah, we actually do have to do this race with Riku. We don't have to win it, we just have to do it. Yeah, we'll call it Excalibur. Yeah, why not?
So I was on YouTube the other day.
Yes, that.
And someone had a video on YouTube that says the new opening for Kingdom Hearts is trash, and I literally almost. If you haven't heard the Face My Fears, like the Face My Fears with Skrillex, what the crap are you doing?
Yeah, it's literally ridiculous. I don't know how anybody could possibly think that, but you know, to each their own, I guess. But still, like.
Well, their own is stupid.
Yeah. So it's actually we just cheesed Riku right there by going on that little route. Wow, okay, we almost did cheese him right there. These trees also have the worst hitboxes in the game for some reason. You literally just can't like do anything to them. And yeah, that's we just whooped Riku's ass. That won't be the last time we whooped his ass. We'll actually sell that stone that we just won off of that for an item that's going to make the gummy ship a whole heck of a lot faster. And I know a lot of people have difficulty with the gummy ship stuff, and it's actually not that difficult. You just have to kind of learn how to build the gummy ship pretty fast, which we should be able to do. We get that empty bottle right there. We just have to go find some coconuts. I think we have to find 3, and they just appear randomly. So there's 1.
Did you ever play Fable back in the day?
Oh yeah, I played the crap out of some Fable.
Oh, the same. This game looks a lot like Fable. A lot of the animations, a lot of the character models look very similar to what Fable became. And that was on Xbox, wasn't it? Is that regular Xbox or is that 360?
I think that was Xbox and Xbox 360, because the first Fable I think came out on 360.
I wonder if the same people that made work on Fable had something to do with here, because like a lot of the models, like unless I'm really insane, they look kind of similar how like their animations are. But
Yeah.
I like to look at stuff like that. It's like if you play Fallout 4 and you look at Skyrim, like a lot of the animations from Fallout 4 are from Skyrim.
Yeah.
So I kind of like to look at stuff like that. Speaking of which, have you seen the new Obsidian game that's going to be coming out?
Yeah, I think I've seen a little bit of it.
Yeah, it's apparently it's the Fallout that we all want. Bethesda did not deliver.
Yeah, for 76, yeah. Okay, and Kyra's gonna show us this nice little necklace she's making. Fun fact, that is actually the keychain for a weapon that we'll get later on in the game. Oh, we missed an item. We have to go to get a seagull egg, and that is actually back where the cave where I just went. Whoops. So after we get that item, we'll just go into Kyrie and do that, and then we will be fighting the boss for Traverse Town. There's the seagull egg right there. Some nice little tech right there. Oh, goodness, never mind. Tech failed. Oh gosh, okay. Yeah, just in case anybody can tell, the camera angles for this game were some of the more atrocious camera angles of its time.
Yes. Oh my. Yeah.
So sometimes that will goof up. And we should be... Yep, and we are done with, we're pretty much done with Destiny Island at this point. We just have to beat Dark Side 2, what a lot of speedrunners call it. Yep, we're gonna call it a day. A very sweet scene with Kyrie and Sora, but we're gonna skip it because we don't care about that stuff. And here we go.
Kyrie Sora 2019, baby.
Yeah,
Come
2019. Very soon, 2019. And now we get to listen to some of my favorite RPG music of all time coming up here. Not this, but whenever the island is under attack, and it also happens in Traverse Town. This music is super hype. Whenever, yes, this right here. This is... When I first played this as a kid, I got so hype listening to this music. Alright, we're gonna avoid the shadows. They are the worst enemy in the game, and they only give you one experience. We are avoiding them at all costs here, because we actually cannot fight them until we have the Keyblade. We have our wooden stick right now. Yep, Riku gets pulled into the darkness, we finally get the Keyblade. And we are gonna run for it, because like I said, we don't really have to worry about fighting a whole lot of enemies in this game. Just because the amount of experience they're going to give us right here is just banal. I mean, we're going to be fighting enemies that are going to give us tens and thousands of experience later on, so it doesn't really matter if we fight them here. And we're going to get sucked in, and we're going to go fight Dark Side 2. And pretty much we're going to do somewhat similar. The reason why we're doing air combos is because they're actually quicker than ground combos. There we go. And that's how you handle a boss.
Rip.
We actually did miss a little bit of our combos there, but not nothing too bad. And now we are actually in Traverse Town right here. So in this part of the game, everybody's probably really over-leveled at this point because they probably spent most of their time fighting everything. We go into the accessory shop, we talk to Sid from Final Fantasy. The only bad part about this game that I actually like more about Kingdom Hearts 2 is that his English voice actor is just nowhere to be found in this game. You only talk through him through those kind of cutscenes right there. And now, another important part of this game is we are pretty much going to cheese this part of the game extremely bad because this game essentially wants you to go around, running around, killing Heartless all the time. We actually only needed to kill 5 for Leon to show up, which is who we really want to show up. So, we're going to be jumping out of that. So yeah, we have enough enemies killed now to where we can go talk to Leon. But then we just go in here and talk to Sid. And we're going to fight Leon. We're going to hit him with some 1, 2, 3s right there. And we handled him. So, usually actually on normal, Leon is very interesting. He will sit there and spam fireballs pretty much for the most of the fight. Whereas in beginner, he usually just kind of jumps forward like that, runs into you. And for some reason, we also can't skip this cutscene. We have to wait till Riku opens his eyes. And we're going to skip that. And now we're hanging out with Leon and the crew. And we're going to keep doing that. And now we get to talk to Yuffie. She tells us about opening this chest. We're going to open this. This is going to give us an elixir that we're going to use. Here we go. We're going to talk to Leon. And a Heartless just pops into the room.
Yuffie, go!
Fun fact, most of the grinding that we're going to do in this game is going to be right here. Yep. Yep, and that's all the grinding that we're going to be doing for the speedrun.
Rip. I mean, do you already get a lot of EXP from the bosses? Is that why you don't grind a lot?
Yeah, the XP from the bosses is essentially going to make grinding just not even applicable for fighting all the minions and stuff. We're going to cut through the Dalmatian house here. Because I think this is actually the quickest way to get to the boss that we're going to try to go to. Because we need to go to the second district anyway. And
Come on.
yep, but we're just gonna head from here straight to the third district. I keep forgetting that I don't have dodge roll. That's making this part of the game very annoying. We're gonna go up here. Now, I kind of want Donald to go crazy in this fight. That's what I really need for him to do. Okay, you can already hear him go nuts. Okay. Yeah, he will just like one-shot everything pretty much in the early game. And now we're going to fight the boss of this world, which is this crazy looking thing. Didn't get the... okay, got the parry. It's nice. Okay. And now we're just gonna wait for him to come back down. You can go into first person view right here. Wait for him to come back down. He should be dead right there. And yeah, that's Traverse Town 1 right there.
So, you were looking for me?
And there's all the evil villains talking about how they're gonna kill me. They're not.
They're not.
And they give us money, which is nice. And Leon gives us another elixir for some reason. And now we have a really good portion of this game, which is essentially where we get dodge roll, which is going to be super important. And we get our first magic spell, we get fire, which is going to be really good for spamming the crap out of that whenever we get to... essentially, whenever we get to Alice in Wonderland, we're going to be able to cheese our way through that world, because it's honestly one of the most annoying worlds possible. And yeah, but we actually do have to equip abilities for this run. So we're going to equip dodge roll. Yes, we're definitely going to get Goofy his rocket right there. And those are very important. We have our ribbon and EXP necklace. That's going to increase our EXP gain by 30%. And we do have a ribbon on there. I'm probably going to keep it on there. Well, I might not, because it increases our defense by a good bit, but yeah, we're going to keep that. And now we have dodge roll, which is really useful. Very, very useful. The best thing about once you do beat the world, not a lot of enemies show up, so you really don't have to worry about, you know, too many enemies popping up that you don't want to fight. Later on in the game, that does become kind of a problem. If you just want to kind of run through things, you'll get hit by just random Heartless that'll pop out of nowhere. But we're going to go ahead and take care of this little side thing right here. Once you get fire, you can actually go into Merlin's house right here and skip like half the things you have to do once you come back here the second time. And once we get our first summon, that'll be very important, because we do like our summons in this game. We're really probably going to wait to really kind of use summons until we get Simba and Genie. Genie's just really broken in this game. Okay, so we've reached about a good 30 minutes into the speed run, and so we're on a pretty good pace. We should probably be able to get to Aladdin's world by about the hour-and-a-half mark. So that should be pretty... If we play it right, we should be at Aladdin's world in about an hour-and-a-half. And then we're going to get introduced to the Fairy Godmother, and that's how we're going to get summons in this game.
Summon.
Summon Skull! Lightning Strike! One of my favorite stuff from Yu-Gi-Oh!
I saw a Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's got me more excited for J-Stars actually than I thought it would be. But now we're going to go back to Sid, because he is our main gummy shop guy. And we're going to open this door, which means we can go back to the first district from here, which is extremely useful. See, so we don't have to go back to the second district and all that sort of jazz. Let's go ahead and shop. Oh wait, no, we actually cannot buy stuff from Sid right now because we do not have gummy pieces. That's what we need. We need gummy pieces. I completely forgot about that. But instead of that, we're going to head to the gummy ship. And we have Chip and Dale right here telling us basically how the worlds work. We're going to go to... we're actually going to go to... I believe this is Olympus Coliseum, I want to say. We're actually going to be skipping Olympus Coliseum. But this first part of the run is pretty slow since we're not going to be able to modify the gummy ship yet. Once we're able to modify it, we're going to be able to go to worlds super fast, which is going to cut down a lot of our travel time, and it's going to help us waste a lot less time doing these missions. And the only other thing about the gummy missions here is that the gummy missions pretty much aren't too hard until you get to the very end of the game, even on beginner, because we're not going to have any of our gummy armor on, so we basically can't get hit, or we'll die horribly in space. So the whole goal of the missions going forward is basically just do not get hit by anything, essentially. But we're also going to collect some stuff right there, and then after this, hopefully we'll be able to modify the gummy ship a little bit, so that we will have what I call the floating tissue box. It will be it's essentially what it looks like. It's just a ginormous floating tissue box is what we're aiming for. I'm probably actually we may have to stop at Olympus Coliseum for one thing, and it's probably to get the thunder spell that we can get from here. But we're actually not going to participate in the actual games here, even though Cerberus does give you a little bit a good experience. We're not gonna, and we could fight Cloud here. That would take too long. We gotta go talk to Phil. And we gotta try to move the box.
It's way.
And this is just basically a time thing right here. You just have to try to beat this as quickly as possibly can. And 9 seconds is not bad. And now we get to do this. Boom. I was hoping I'd hit into that. And we're gonna do that. Boom. I was hoping to get rid of all of them, didn't. And here we go. Okay, it actually did do that. That's nice. Nice, nice, nice. And then there's just these two right here. We gotta do the combos.
You know what I just thought of?
What's that?
You know what would make filthy amounts of money?
What's that?
If they made a Kingdom Hearts anime.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's such, I don't know, I feel like if they did that, and like they got like all the Disney characters in there, oh man, what a collab that would be.
Oh yeah, that'd be...
Like, cause like, Disney characters, you don't really see them anymore, and like that would put them in work, you know, giving them, you know, get some more voice actors in there. And like, you've never really had, like, other than like kids really, like characters like Mickey, Donald, Goofy, and like you know what I mean. You never really had them in something like this, so that'd be something really different. That could I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
Just imagine they get like Stone Cold Steve Austin to do Ansem.
Oh my gosh.
Let me tell you something. I just got an ice cold beer. Got me a shot of tequila. Got me a nice aristocrat bottle. Chugged another beer. Because Stone Cold Steve Austin said so. Welcome to the darkness.
Welcome to the darkness.
I still think the best villain voice that they've had for the games is definitely Paul St. Peter as freaking Xemnas. Like, there should be no reason that his voice should be that deep and that menacing.
Yeah, no, I have to agree. Pretty ridiculous.
Like, if you just actually play through Kingdom Hearts 2, and even like Kingdom Hearts, was it 362-2 days or something like that? The one that came out for the DS anyway. That's only a movie on the HD remixes, but it's like his voice, Quentin Flynn as freaking Axel. I mean, it's just like audio poetry essentially, and it also helps that Xemnas is a very well-spoken villain.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you know exactly where he stands. Like, he goes.
Sorry, you go on.
No, he goes ahead and tells you what he actually like thinks about things. He doesn't beat around the bush. Like, he goes ahead and tells you straight up, like, we are doing this, and that is our mission. We are doing exactly this. In Kingdom Hearts 2, they try to make like a big mystery about what they're doing. There wasn't any fucking mystery. It was all about Kingdom Hearts. Like, everybody knew it, and he was just like, yeah, we're out here to do it. Now, the best plot twist for Kingdom Hearts 2 is that Sora actually helps them pretty much the entire game, trying to get, the hearts that they're trying to collect, essentially. But
collecting them jar of hearts, man. I don't know if you recognize that song.
Yeah.
That's old.
And now we are about to do Tarzan.
Two worlds and family.
Just your. If only they would have had the actual.
Whoa!
And now we get to fight the cheetah.
Come on!
Wow.
Definitely the most annoying part of this. One of the most annoying parts of this game right here. Because he has like armor on everything that he does. Okay.
Gosh, where are we?
Gosh, where are we? Shut the hell up, Goofy.
I always think about, I saw a funny video, it was like, and Sam?
Yeah, and Sam? Alright, so this is actually where a lot of people don't realize that we can actually skip the minigame right here. Go ahead and quit. Boom. And we're going to go ahead and skip some of the most annoying parts of this part of the world right here, where you have to collect the slides about Tarzan's home or his heritage or something like that. So we're just going to go ahead and do that real quick.
Sorry if you hear my dog. Man, my dog never shuts up. I want to put my microphone level lower. There we go. Is that better?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to have to do here in a little bit. So I might have to do a part 2 to this. For just intensive purposes of not having the dog pee everywhere on the house.
Well, I mean, like, are you gonna turn the stream off and do it again? Do another one, or?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that.
Okay. Or are you done tonight?
No, I'm not done tonight.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yeah. We go into the
my,
tent,
Wow.
and we are going to see Jane. And we get our first gummy block. And that's going to be important because now we'll actually get to upgrade the gummy ship. We're gonna keep Goofy in. We do need Tarzan in this world actually because he is extremely high level for some reason. Most of the Disney characters are actually pretty high level whenever you get into their world, so they're actually very useful. Oh, there's actually one more slide? I don't know where that slide is. Oh, goodness. Where is that other slide at? Oh, here it is. Boom. Right there. And there it is. We just needed that one slide to get through the cutscene. And now we get to go see the gorillas, Kerchak, all that good stuff. We can actually fight the tiger right here for EXP, so I'm going to do that real quick. Boom. Got Tarzan's max AP up. It's pretty dope. And going to the hippo. And now this is just some platforming that I really don't like doing, but the game wants us to do it, so we're gonna do it.
And I must oblige.
We're gonna open this chest right here. And we found some Dalmatians, yay!
Does finding all the Dalmatians really matter?
No.
Like, do you get anything good?
No, it's just a little extra thing that they kind of have you do. Not really too useful.
So picked up a new copy of Shadow War for $10.
Oh.
Yep.
It's dope.
The deal they got going on. Got that into another game called Subnautica.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be doing some videos on that. I already did one on Subnautica. Sorry about that. But...
How could...
Yeah, then we find out...
It's not that game.
Oh, we found out Clayton tried to shoot one of the gorillas or whatever. Heartless. And now we're gonna go on a mission to save all the gorillas. Because for some reason we have to. And here we go.
Come on!
Now we're gonna go deeper into the forest, the cliff.
Come on!
The only bad thing about the Heartless in this world is that they're very annoying. They can just parry your attacks, and it's very annoying. But we are almost done saving the gorillas. Oh shit, you missed that. Okay. Oh goodness, I can hear my dog barking at something. And then we can go to right here to the tree house.
Come on!
Tarzan just whacking that thing with a spear. And, oh, max HP up. That's nice. Okay. And now, we can go to the treehouse, because that's where y'all want to go.
So did you see that Soldier Boy came out with a new console?
Yeah, I saw that. That's ridiculous.
Apparently it's trash.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So we do have, since we saved all the gorillas, we need to exit the tent, and then we'll hear Clayton shoot his gun off somewhere. And then we need to go to the bamboo forest, where we will fight the tiger for the last time. We actually killed the tiger right here.
Come on!
Oh, he disappeared somewhere. Boom, he's right there. Boom, there we go. Actually, don't go to the cliff. We have to go... I think we have to go back and talk to Jane, I want to say. Yeah, I think we have to go talk to Jane again. Yep. Strong Tarzan. Jane is... Oh, yeah, they're near the treehouse. We have to go. This is the only really troubling part of this world, is that they really don't tell you how to go anywhere in this world.
Nope, they do
just
not.
kind of say, hey, you might need to go here. Okay, where's that at? There's a lot of there's a lot of things like that in the first Kingdom Hearts. That's the reason why Kingdom Hearts 2 is just much better upgrade as far as trying to figure out where you need to go exactly. And the fact that Kingdom Hearts 2 just kind of gives you the map at like every single world that you go to. Like the first chest, the big chest that you open is pretty much the world map. And we had to destroy this fruit. For some reason, it doesn't matter what difficulty you ever play this thing on, it always takes 15 hits. That's 6, 9, 12. Boom. Yeah, we don't have to fight the enemies there either. We can just kind of cheese it. And now we get to go fight Clayton. Alright, and now I think we just gotta get rid of the Heartless right here. Oh no, we just have to beat Clayton. Which is, we can literally just 1-2 him to death. Yeah. Now, the only thing about this upcoming fight is that a lot of you probably remember dying very badly to, his little minion he has here. So what a lot of people don't realize is that we can just kind of knock him off, and then we can trap him in the corner here, and we can get rid of him that way. And that's it. We do not have to kill the other Heartless. You only have to kill Clayton in that fight. Then we get to go to Waterfall Cavern. Ooh, we just saved a bunch of time right there. Alrighty. Nice. Ooh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. Some nice platforming. And that does it for Tarzan.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
And the best thing now that we've beaten the harder world of this little kind of the circle that we're in right now is that we actually get a new Keyblade that we can just toast the boss of Alice in Wonderland at. Alice in Wonderland will probably take about 15 minutes. Here we go, we're going to go in the gummy garage, finally. And we are going to make the flying tissue box.
Just hearing it out loud, this is funny.
Yep, and there we go. Yep, and there we go. And now we have the flying tissue box. Took a bit longer than I thought it was going to, but here we go. And now we can just watch how fast the gummy ship is moving. Goodness gracious. The flying tissue box lives!
It lives!
And of course, this is just going to cut down a bunch of useless time that we could be spending trying to do this. The only problem is now that you probably saw our gummy ship health bar go way down. That's because we just sacrificed a bunch of armor for a little bit of mobility. And just like that, we are probably like halfway to Alice in Wonderland right now. And it's just so much faster. Alright, now I gotta go find evidence for Alice in Wonderland.
Oh yeah.
And the best thing I think about this world is that a lot of people probably just spent a lot of time collecting all the evidence and stuff and trying to prove Alice's innocence. It actually doesn't matter, you just have to find one. So a lot of people probably spent their time just looking for this stuff when you actually don't need to at all. Now for the other part, which is probably just more trouble than it is, we're going to take Donald and Goofy, try to get them out of the fight, because we really don't want both of them there. Or we can just take Goofy out of the fight, that's fine. Now we just have to get rid of the tower right here. There we go. Now we gotta turn on the lights. Let's wait for those enemies to go away. Yep, there we go.
Fire! Fire!
Oh, we actually, okay. Wasted a bunch of magic right there. Okay. And now we just have to go do the light right here, touch it, and light it, and we are good. And didn't want that to happen, but we're gonna have to fight the Heartless here. Okay, got rid of the Heartless, and we go back to the castle, and the boss for this world will be waiting for us. So overall, we're probably doing this world in about, probably 10 minutes. Not even 15, I thought it was going to be 15.
Well, it usually took me an hour or so. Rip.
Damn.
Just rip me.
And here we go, let's fight Trickster. Yeah, and as you can see right there, we're just basically lighting him up with some fire and hoping that will do the trick. And this should be it, actually, for him. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. There we go. And we did learn scan. That's going to be very useful. So now we can actually see what the health for the enemies is, so I don't have to guess the entire time. And we got another gummy piece.
Oh yeah. Just gotta say, for any parent that bought this game for their kids, you are terrible.
Yeah, you should
game
have
is
read the
not meant
online
for
reviews. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude. Like, this game would have traumatized me as a kid. Just saying. Like, that's how... I bet, like, just kids were just devastated how hard this game was. Like, it was not easy.
No, not at all.
That's where the boys became men, was this game.
Yeah.
So I started watching Goblin Slayer, Slayer, the one I was telling you about.
Mm-hmm.
Not too bad, actually.
Huh.
I mean, it's kind of graphic. It's kind of...
Yeah, that's what I heard.
bit,
Yeah, my coworkers actually tell me about that.
Really?
Yeah, she got me on some anime that I'm trying to watch. There's a anime that came out I think in 2011 called Gantz. And apparently that's supposed to be really good. Yeah, it's called,
What's it called?
Gantz.
Gantce or CZE?
Just Gantz.
Gantz. Okay, cool. What's it about?
I think it's like a futuristic anime.
Ooh, I like future. I like sci-fi. Anything sci-fi that kind of, I don't know. I love anything like that.
Okay, where do I need? Oh, I have to go find Leon. That's it. Yeah. And then I get my first summon. Yeah, this is where we actually get Simba.
Simba.
Remember who you are.
Mufasa. You must move faster. You can't be slow. Oh, I'm sorry, that was terrible. I'm gonna try myself to sleep now.
Yeah, we probably could have done this while we were here last time, but it's just convenient. It's out of the way. And we find Leon down here swinging his big old gun blade for some reason. And that's the best part about going to Merlin's world in the first part of our run, is because we have this little teleporting thing where we can just go to him whenever we want. And then we get our first summon. Oh, that's right, we actually have to talk to Sid first. Well, shoot. Looks like we were heading to Sid first. And then we will come back here. Always fun to grab some extra experience while we're on the way. Really didn't need to, but we did. Oh yeah, we gotta deliver the Winnie the Pooh book to Merlin. We are also going to fight the second boss of this world shortly after we go get Simba, because we're gonna go ahead and use him on that boss. Wow, I think I actually got hit as I was heading into the portal there. I've never actually seen that before.
Has it broken the fabrics of reality?
It might have just broken the PS4 in there.
It's gone now. It's gone. It's broken. You ain't repairing that.
Here we go, Simba.
Simba. Shadow War is not too bad.
Dude, that's what I've been saying. A lot of people had a whole gripe about the, like, just buying stuff for the game. I was like, you guys know, you don't actually have to buy all the DLC stuff.
I mean,
and everybody was
they
worried
even
about
took out
that.
most of his stuff as well.
Yeah.
So it's not even as bad as it was.
Yeah. When I bought it, it was right when it came out, and it was pretty atrocious. As far as like them putting stuff in front of your face to try to buy, that was pretty infuriating, honestly. Okay, and now we can actually buy stuff from Sid for the gummy ship. We're only going to buy what we need, which would basically be the gummy parts that we need just to travel faster, and we will get that. If I can remember where the fuck Sid is. Sid just fucking disappeared for some reason. Literally, Sid just decides to up and leave.
Hell of freaking hell, dude.
Okay, so they are in the 3rd district. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely in the 3rd district. I think this is also where we get warned about Maleficent, though, so that makes sense.
Did you say Maleficent or Maleficent?
Maleficent.
Nice. I said Maleficent. I'm like, bro, what?
Maleficent, Maleficent?
Maleficent? Oh. Yeah. Oh my god. I didn't see him.
Ain't see you.
I can't get out of it. I didn't see him. It's just so silly to me. I love it though.
Yeah. Now we get to climb up the ladder that now was not broken. If you actually go to this part of the game before that, it will actually be broken. And what we're going to do right here is just ring the bell about 3 times and the boss will appear. And some of the speedrunners I know kind of like to do this after they've beaten the second portion of the worlds. I like to go ahead and get it out of the way. It may not be as fast, but the experience will help us move throughout the rest of the worlds a lot faster than we're going to get. And there's the keyhole. And everybody's thinking, oh, we killed the boss. Nope. He is now a floating monstrosity. The important thing, we're going to check out the arms first because they're the ones that carry us. And the only frustrating thing about this boss is that you actually do have to beat most of the parts of the head before you do anything to it. And look at all of that experience we got. And then we can seal the keyhole for us. I believe it's, I don't know, it's the second time. I think it's actually the only time we sealed the keyhole for this place. But now that we have beaten him, I believe Sid should be around here. Yeah. Okay, yep, Sid went home to the 3rd district. So we will be going to the 3rd district now again. Go check on him. Yep, and this is our first introduction to Maleficent.
Maleficent?
Maleficent?
Oh,
And Sam?
One of my biggest,
You see?
I don't know, one of the things that I wish that they'll have in the new game, and this is, they probably won't do this because it's probably not as popular, is I want a Goofy movie reference. I know, probably never gonna happen, but I don't know. I can't
I think the
stop
closest
myself.
thing we'll ever get is probably Pete.
I mean, we already have Pete.
Yeah, but it's probably the closest thing we'll get. And then Sid teleported over here to the first district.
Oh, you say it? Okay.
Oh no, we don't need the gummy menu. Get me out of the gummy menu, please. Yep. We want to shop from him. And then we're gonna sell a bunch of stuff. And now we can buy this really good gummy called Haste G, and it's going to give us a little bit of a boost. And then we can equip it to the gummy ship. And we're going to go ahead and add it.
How could I live in the kingdom of thieves? People who say things they don't mean. Freaking Utada Hikaru, if I pronounced that right, bless your soul.
Oh yeah. What a angel.
For real. Complete angel. Complete.
And now we have the flying tissue box with acceleration. Accelerated tissue box. And now we are pretty much done with that world for the time being. And now we do get to have a warp point that we will be able to use to go to our different worlds. And now our acceleration gummy is going to make us 10 times faster. So now we can essentially just run through the entirety of the worlds without pretty much any effort as far as getting to them. Or getting to a warp point. And there's our first warp point. So I think the first world we might go to is Halloween Town. Yeah, this is this is essentially a Super Mario 64 in a less kind of fun way. It's exactly, except it's just RPG based. Now I'll tell you what was a fun game.
Fun. I love it.
Which was another fun game that a lot of people sleep on was Super Mario RPG. That game,
yes, that game was a classic, man.
Fantastic.
That was great. Man, you can't find it anywhere unless like you have a. I think you can play on Switch, maybe. I don't know. But like, I could never beat that game as a kid. Like that was another one of those really difficult games that like really traumatized me as a kid. Because like, I just didn't know how to beat it. I kept even my family couldn't even help me beat it. So, but yeah. But still, such a one. Great ideas, and you just never see those games anymore.
Yeah.
No one really wants to innovate like some of those older games. I don't know.
Alright, we're gonna
That's what I'm
skip
saying.
everything.
Kingdom Hearts anime needs to happen. Get Final Fantasy in there. Get the whole squad up in there.
Okay. Forgot that we are going to Main Street. And we're gonna be skipping those enemies. Yay. Aladdin. Good lord, I love Jafar. We're gonna plug in the keyhole. We're gonna sneak into Aladdin's house, help out Carpet. And now we gotta go save Aladdin's worthless ass.
As is tradition.
And now we're going to see our first use of Simba. Courage. Simba, up here. We're gonna do it again. Yeah. And that is how we use Simba properly. And no, we're not going to use Aladdin yet. We don't really need to until we get into the Cave of Wonders. feel some expert platforming. Ooh. Okay, that's good. We did get a level up. That's nice. Oh shit. Oh goodness. So we're actually still on track for a pretty deathless run so far. It's pretty nice. It's all good.
Setting.
Ooh, we get to fight the centipede. I forgot about this boss.
Come on! Come on!
There we go.
Jasmine!
And now, time for one of the most annoying boss fights ever. The Cave of Wonders boss. Oh god. Okay. Well, Donald has actually died. That will not be the first time he will probably die. everybody sees why this is a very annoying boss. Wow.
Donald! Goofy!
Oh my god. Wow, okay.
Donald! Goofy! Heal!
Nice, we did it with some difficulty. Alrighty, well, I am going to go ahead and end the first part of this right here, and but I will upload the next part here soon, and it will still be live. So tune in. Thanks again, you guys, for joining, and stay tuned for part 2. Okay? Alrighty, thanks. And if you don't tune in, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Don't remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you, guys.